And everyone, welcome to the stream.
Enter battle phase, and then just like in the hit show Kamen Rider, we're fighting in Japan now, baby.
Alright everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm going to be doing the story that just came out for Zenless Zone 0. I just have to get to it. So I gotta get to the streams where I can... I have to get to the control room for my stream. Yes, I don't need kids, I don't need this. Or maybe with this one I can do a create. Huh. Am I coming through on the stream? Alright. And so we begin by talking to my sister. Photo. Oh, there's a picture of a cat with his little paws out. That's adorable. Anyways, story mode. Vivian sent a message. Seems they've made more progress on the sacrifice issue. Wonder how Vivian's been doing. After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. It's been a couple weeks since the event. Do you want to arrange to see Vivian? Let's go meet her.
Vivian? Vivian?
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Really not beating the Gooner game allegations here.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. Ugh. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
Vivian, are you sure you're awake? That sounded like sleep talk. I'm sure sleeping in that position couldn't have been comfortable either.
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but... Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family, but I haven't found the source yet.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light. Some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute. If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Is someone trying to take advantage of this to get rid of both Hartman and the Ravenlocks?
I think Hartman knows this too, which is why he's completely vanished. No matter, Hartman must have taken the sacrifice core. Now that he holds this bargaining chip, he is definitely going to negotiate his way out of this with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting. Can I borrow Wise for a minute?
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
Wait! Don't go outside,
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Thank goodness Vivian didn't walk out the main door. Lycon's been pacing around outside for like half an hour and scared off at least 5 customers. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go...
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll go
that would be
talk to
great.
him. At the end of the day, we're all after the same enemy. As proxies, we should become the bridge between them.
Why? There's so many optional dialogue. Yeah, I might as well talk to these guys. Some position of power isn't exactly right to gives before. Hartman was free. Power, that's what I really did. So I'll follow the example. Kind of bastards. What can we do? We have no power. Mockingbird Hugo is just only a person. If he can do it, so can we. Right? He proved that even a single person, so long as you have resolve, can change. Hey dog, does the newspaper change? No. Oh my god, I never realized you barked. Lycon, my man. Dog. Butler.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning. Belle just let me know you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know
I already
Miss
know he's
Vivian very
alive.
well,
I played
and
the
I
flower
was the one
mission.
who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her. but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian doesn't seem down at all. In fact, she's been actively gathering intel. I think she's handling this with even greater calm than I am. If you're feeling bad about what happened with Hugo, it might be a good idea to talk to Vivian directly. From what I've seen, she's not as fragile as you might think.
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Sure, but just to be clear, I'm staying neutral and not picking sides. You both have your own stance on this. As a proxy, I'll do my best to help facilitate honest communication.
I respect that. Thank you. Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
You're right.
I'm glad you guys are on the same page, but why do I feel like I'm being left in the dark?
Oh my god, Hugo's alive, wives!
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Oh, that.
The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity and kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
Belle, Vivian, and I need to think this through carefully with everything at stake. It's not a decision we can make lightly.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Our teacher. I mean, if we work with Mayor, we might be able to get more info on our teacher wives. Yeah. Would it be against your values to work with Mockingbird? Mockingbird isn't about going against authority. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with, at the moment at least. Well, let's go see Lycon. Where's my werewolf boyfriend? I need to speak to someone with authority. And he's the only one who knows where they are. My werewolf boyfriend has connections to the top of the city. I need to speak to someone with authority. I have my stream on mute on my computer, so I don't just keep hearing my own voice and getting distracted, but I realize that doesn't mean I don't know what I sound like. And I just unmuted it to hear that phrase, and I realized I said it doesn't mean that I don't know what I sound like. Looking at some of my videos and streams now, I realize how terrible my grammar is when I speak. We've made a decision. We're gonna chat up the mayor. Sacrifices, mayor's instrument lines of view. Protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way.
Really? Vlad?
As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then, but it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
The leader of the exaltists in Janus Quarter died a few years back. They haven't been active since. Could it be that Hartman was just acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. My guess is correct. Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice. And I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of—
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, and I'd be happy to clear it. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to— On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research over— You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Really? A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting?
That's right. She's heading to Janus Quarter for some business. She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is— So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready—
Okay.
This affects a lot of ordinary people in New Eridu. We'll do our best.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
Oh, I forgot to read. Sorry. If you require anything, please feel free to contact me anytime. Let's head into the hollow.
Did you call me? Yeah.
I'm at your disposal.
I'm okay. Standing by.
I'll help you. I would never.
This is one. Numbers ready for combat. Standing by. Standing by.
Miyabi would probably be a better pick, but I'll see.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me. Don't touch me.
So is he saying that's the people who play this game?
Ambush!
In position.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Tops planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollow?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here, and we'll make it just in time to clock out from...
Let's get out of here first.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get it. She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the grit...
Vivian, you seem a bit frazzled.
The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just for me. The Exaltists bring back painful memories. So, Lord Phaethon, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts...
Sure, I'll stop asking. As for everything else...
Lord Phaethon... If we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is.
Oh wow, I should have gone with her because she would just be so much better. It has to be an EX attack.
deserve. Leave it to me. Copy. Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path. For the first time, I'm needed for more than just my curse. Now you pay. Mind the blind spots. Nothing here either. Are we too late?
Should have gone with Lycon. Ooh. There's some. I can't go there.
My turn.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice. And I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille! Lord Phaethon, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later. Let's take care of the ethereals first. Just this once. Roger. Off balance. What you deserve. Engaging.
You've been gone forever. Did you run into any trouble?
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifice. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the...
Why would the Exaltists go after...
I saw it too, but I can't figure out why the
And one of them, I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death. But she stayed.
Wait, what did I miss? Why do you know so much about the...
When I was a child, back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened. And after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye. I know all too well how many lives have ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janna's quarter. I won't let history repeat itself.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to consult.
Absolutely.
Okay. Back to that conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payout?
That sounds sketchy. Do you think those accidents were faked?
Precisely. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard any. Do you have time, Lord Vathan?
Sure.
Let's head out to see your friends.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me. I learned a lot about data scraping on the internet thanks to her.
Oh, hi, Rain.
Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain? So you're the old friend Vivian was talking about?
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no see.
Rain! You actually know that Lord Vathan is Lord Vathan? No, I mean, you actually know Wise is Lord Vathan.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be run?
Rain! Let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Vathan wouldn't be interested in that.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like that.
I think I know that black cat.
Lord Vathan, please, let's try.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years. If you'd just let me, I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh?
Rain, Vivian said you might have some intel.
All right, let's get down to business. The Ravenlock families claim that the last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock families. I caught a weird distress signal from someone, and when I tried to reach out, the last trace of the signal was me. Finding someone in real life isn't real.
Okay, we'll take a. You just said this is something you're sure of.
I dug up some info online, and a few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was. Not sure if it's related. If you don't find anything useful around here, well, that's all I have for.
Thank you.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh? But honestly,
Whoever they are in real life, you've come a long way in this. I much prefer the person you are. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. People will appreciate you.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope I'm counting on you. All right, I have other business.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
Okay, now it's gonna be Nicole, isn't it?
That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
You've got to be kidding. It's always a bang boo.
One Diddy Boo is just too cute, right? I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say. I don't know anything. I swear.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Raven. We won't force you into anything.
What do you want from...
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't do... It's my fault.
But your family must miss you.
No! It's my fault.
If the whole ship is sinking...
I'm just a nobody.
If you care about your family and even a butterfly flapping its wings, no one knows how this, but if you do nothing now, we're not here to turn you in. And we won't, I'll help you return to your family.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money. Looking for workers, the money was way too good. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether after we sent in our applications. Hartman's men took us into the Hollow. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether. But after I took them, when I woke up, I saw my They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something, but then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me... So I escaped. I didn't...
It wasn't your fault that your co-workers died. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what...
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. What exactly was in that box? I'm not lying. I took just one and my mind felt like I'm telling the truth.
I'm not trying to run from...
I know you're not. We'll arrange for your protection. Once this is all over.
Sometimes I wonder if you've had some kind of special training. No matter who you're up against, you seem to...
Actually, I wasn't always like this. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all but
Be right back, stream. I gotta go take care of something real quick.
just because you can't use the first effect, so I thought you fucked it up. Oh, but it gets
Alright, I'm back.
It's hard to picture that. My first impression of you was pretty... assertive.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain, it's quite a coincidence that you even know one Denny Boo. That surprised me.
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Looking back, it feels like I've been through a lot lately. It's a long story, starting with how the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang. It should be around this area. Belle told me there's a highly rated store here.
Those shoes can't be comfortable.
Lord Phaethon!
What's wrong?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow's Hero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me. Following you, and now I've finally made it to your side.
Oh, so you've been stalking me.
Ever since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune. I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count.
That'd be a nice screenshot. Actually, the better one would probably be the one where she's just like staring at you and you're like, hey.
I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me. Whether they knew me or not, everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights. And not know. I made up my mind. And right then, I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world.
Oh, okay. Oh.
It was you, Lord Vathan.
Huh? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Vathan. You were the one using the account at that time, but I know you probably don't remember it. After all, but for me, I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen.
So, I have to ask.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself.
You're putting my map...
So, Lord Vathan, not only for that comment you made, for giving me the courage to become who I am today, Lord Vathan.
Since the divine narrative you feel, so you're witnessing the path she traveled.
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update. Let's head back to the video store and go over the details together.
Oh. I didn't realize where we were. I'm actually curious.
Maybe.
All right, that's
close
all
my
the same.
stuff. Come back soon. Chatting with you.
My werewolf boyfriend. My werewolf
Boys,
boyfriend.
you're back.
I'm not even gay.
Looks like Lycon's tied up with something. He said I should just chill until you're back, and then we can talk online.
I mean, I guess the fact that I'm not gay makes it weird, makes it less weird, because, like, oh, straight man singing like, my vampire girlfriend. Then people are like, are they taking that seriously? That makes it weirder.
I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the...
I knew it. Now that we have the location,
Knew it.
it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to...
Alright, we'll get there right away.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you...
win. The lunch is on you. I would never turn down Lord Phaethon. Did you?
I'm at your...
Let me...
I shall follow your orders.
Oh, I can't pick you.
A new case to solve? Head maid standing by.
Starlight!
Who would give me a lot of
If you need help,
That's my loyalty.
Awaiting further
Want a glass of nitro fuel?
Ooh. One, eradicate all evil.
I'm at your...
I'll help you win. The lunch is on you. Good day.
This is the path I follow. Strike!
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltus have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper... Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to...
Sure thing. I'll take you to her once you verify it's legit. Have Lady Dina come over.
All right. Lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy... It's just that... Why would they only say... And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
So this Dina they were talking about.
Kind of. Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry.
I've mapped out a shorter route, but there will be a theory.
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. You're in...
No treasure chests. No gearboxes or chests or whatever they're called.
Ethereal! Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
Okay.
Allow me. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage. Fool. Let's get out of here before we're spotted.
My blade is already...
Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon. Right. Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon. Oh my. They're still over there. It looks like they're arguing. This is our chance. Let's hurry.
Guess we're gonna have a boss fight soon.
No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous. Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way.
You sure talk big, little girl.
Okay.
Let's see if you can get past me first.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core.
Alright. Sorry. He's monitoring the thing with me that I wouldn't.
Lord Phaethon, the box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Vivian, it's been ages.
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet.
Oh, I was sure Tina was the mysterious lady who's been manipulating things.
Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old... Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand. It's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake. How can you just claim it's fake without it?
Ugh, seriously. The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. The masterpiece Father made for the Creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian.
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without... Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh? They shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame, whether I shed tears or not. He'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat.
Oh, really? You don't then, I suppose. There isn't a reason to keep you up.
More ethereals are coming. Help me. Yeah? Keep your filthy... chance to get out of this.
My blade is already sheathed.
Keep going. My turn. Notice me, Lord. Idiot. Stay away from Lord Phaethon! There are so many.
Why does her voice sound different there?
It's ink.
Oh, new character.
Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
Finally, peace and quiet. You must be wise, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner who might need my help.
May I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming.
So, you're...
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
I'm so sorry, Lord Phaethon. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find some.
You don't look so great. Let's get out of here and figure things out later.
Lord Phaethon, are you going to rest now?
I can head back later, Vivian. You seem a bit off since we left the Hollow. If you want to talk about what's bothering you, I'm here. Sometimes it helps to get it out.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Phaethon. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man, who'd one day make everyone so all life could live freely inside and out. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, but things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if after that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamity. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others.
Was that blessing medicine The same sacrifice serum Bringer had?
Yes. To be precise, the medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped in the end. Most people turned into ethereal. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness. So Landon's medicine was seen as a failure. And one day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing. Until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed in the end, that person, without hesitation, Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his, and just a few days later, it was time for, I wanted to save her, and stop so. That day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing. At first, Landon argued, and no one but in front of them all, I looked at him, and let my tears. Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. She got you, bitch.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go!
Vivian? What's happening?
Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't... Father!
No, I was just...
Mom, I wanna go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you?
Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have.
Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster. She's not a bad person. She joined the Exaltists very early on. And even that day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that all these years she's been following Dina. I didn't just fail to save. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No, you're not the one causing trouble. Whatever went down with the Exaltist, it was As for Dina and Camille, they knew the truth and they made their choice. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. Not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like those two do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself, Vivian. From what I can see, you're handling this sacrifice crisis pretty well. Besides, you told me you really like who you've become.
Yes. Thank you for listening to my years have gone by. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. Lord Phaethon, you truly...
Not just today. Whenever you're feeling down.
I will. It's been such a long day. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
Noonday. Be right back.
He's about to. I'm sorry, Doug. Is this not an interesting game? Well, luckily you won both coin tosses, so you don't have to.
Yes, immersive storytelling, aka beat the level before it. Game it.
Shaw, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift.
I did not expect that voice from her.
The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he... Thank you, Shaw. You were a bit...
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So, alright, go ahead and do what you need to do.
Time to find a bird. Probably not the bird they meant. Alright, haha, babe. It might be you. Did you really say chunk of a bird? No one says chunk anymore. Like, I appreciate you trying to use lingo to sound... I guess you're trying to use lingo to sound more hip, but... No one says chunk. It's like saying heckin' doggo. I just realized how old I am, because like, I remember when chonk was the word people would use to describe fat. Like, to describe fat animals. Man, I am old.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian Vivian share the same? Silence is no good for negotiating.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trapped. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the Creator are leading us. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird.
I find her reading... I guess that was supposed to be her reading?
I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the... I do not want any of my people to be going into... As for the sacrifice core, I can only... As for how things will alter...
The Creator will guide me.
Why does she sound so weird? Like she's... I feel like the line reading was more normal before. Now it sounds like she's supposed to sound like a weird cultist who can't think for herself, but that wasn't her line reading before.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Compared to Camille's motives, I'm more concerned about
Hugo.
Wise, Lycon just sent a message saying he's got something urgent.
All right, let's pack.
Master Proxy.
Can't have 4 people.
For disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will have this banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their... With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold...
It seems like there's nothing...
+1! Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes! Just your presence will help me immensely!
Sure. If we go together, we'll be able to keep an eye out for each other. I'll accompany Vivian.
I realize to some extent this is what these kinds of games are appeal with a character like Vivian, but it feels so weird for it to be so...
If you encounter any danger, please evacuate
direct.
Or contact me for backup.
It feels so weird for them to have a character who's so direct and... Oh, I just fawn over you, player insert character. I mean, she's fine. It's just a bit odd.
I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
Oh, he's at the remodeling shop. Hey, Burton? Can I call you Tim? Ooh, rich. Richie rich.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how...
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee...
I am well aware of the ways of the Raven. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious...
No need for such an off-color joke.
We both know what's what. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family... I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such...
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice...
How did you know that? No, who are you?
If I'm not mistaken, it's about time that... My companion and I are practically... Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get... And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on it. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
Was there a special meaning to the dessert you mentioned just now?
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is...
All right. I've already taken...
Wherever you go... Isn't this...
Yeah.
The security outside of the manor is really strict, but maybe it...
Right. Having some back...
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve.
Then let's split up.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out. Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power. The bullet. How?
Dear Uncle, why must we be so distant with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this, my dear uncle. Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end. It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
Got anything to say about Vivian? Game? Hugo?
Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
Lycon helped. I mean, I figured that once I saw Lycon.
You're late.
So strict. Spare me a moment to catch my breath, will you?
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if not... Why do you look... You should be happy. We put...
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes. And do you remember when we last used this?
Sometimes Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course. If things really did, you wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet it.
You're insane.
Aw, I'm flattered.
Oh, that was... It's always weird when the line read is different from the text. Voice line.
Exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me.
The air is filled with sexual tension.
Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put...
I wonder how vampires and werewolves ended up being the rivals of the monster world and not something like vampires and mummies, who feel more connected since they can have more vague, supernatural, broken powers besides just being big, strong guys. And also, they both technically carry like these odd things of royal lineage.
As things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
But yeah, I feel like a mummy and a vampire would make a better monster rivalry than vampires and werewolves. If anything, werewolves feel like they work better against the Frankenstein, where it's like they don't really have too many supernatural powers other than like their inherent existence and just a lot of raw physical power.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists.
What did he say there?
That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, he's probably figured that out by now. Right.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to...
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around. But of course, it comes at a cost. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and...
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone.
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect... Another crucial point is... Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mocking. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened. That's the only way they would be safe.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Prop. So... those words...
I will bloody my hands. I will... Obviously. It was all an act.
Hugo.
Would you believe me if I said it's for... justice?
Justice!
But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the...
You don't look too good.
No. This is the first problem I... Lycon, do you have a place that...
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't.
Okay, the vampire and werewolf boyfriends were already close to fucking before, but now it's getting way too kinky for me.
Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allow... After finding out about it, I quickly found... The good news is he gave me a very low dosage. Perhaps because there's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. The bad news is that when I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate, and that's exactly what's happening now. So, look, I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accident. Anyway, after you leave...
I recommend seeking professional
This is advice I received from a doctor. So, Lycon, come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
Oh, that's how that works. When you type in chat.
You know you won't succeed. Time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
It's all your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you! Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
So, I wasn't awake.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
I'm sorry, but like these Bangaboo, trying to make the Bangaboo seem intimidating doesn't work. At least not in the context of this cutscene where it's just him full on facing the screen being like, yes, it's me, the evil Bangaboo that represents your inner turmoil, Hugo. And yeah.
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden, do you want to kill her, don't you? You're so cold.
Let's try to make him intimidating and just does the angry eye. The funniest thing is this is technically the most intimidating Bangaboo design they have. The others would just be even more hilarious in the context. In context, out of context. Either way.
Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and
Yes, I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything, so she chose to blame me. But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keep it.
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family without you. Does it not torment you? Do you not kill her?
But now?
Stop lying to you. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife, if you want to change anything, just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves. Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
I'm not forgiving them. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly, but rather my weak, powerless past self who could. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love. And that means you. Correct. So, I forgive you.
You'll regret this. Fool, your pretty words mean nothing.
I see. This is still an illusion. I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Now we're getting all the Hugo backstory. Alright.
Hugo, let's play hide and seek. I'm already hiding. You'll
Not
find me,
here.
right? Like you always do.
Serena.
Oh wow, you can hear him. The heartbreak in that voice. Oh wait, there's a... Well, this isn't really hide and seek, is it?
You're looking in the wrong place.
Oh, okay, that's outside and seek.
I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me.
Was she older? I thought she was older than you.
Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why... die?
No,
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer.
Oh my god, I will never go in the right direction on the first. I thought the shoes were healed, but they weren't. Let the men wear heels and let the women not wear heels. Equal discomfort for feet. And I would not ever choose to wear heels. Those seem awful.
Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time.
I gotta get close up to that screen, see what that looks like.
Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Oh, this is the warehouse.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer?
I never knew that.
Why is kindness always punished instead?
That is odd.
Tell me, Hugo, why?
That's...
Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
What a cruel bastard. As expected of a disgusting bastard. Oh, right, bastard's literal is a literal thing here. Anyway, that's so nice to him, yet he placed that in there to stay in his house. Then I've left him to the start. Filthy, lowly blood.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again, my friend.
I told you, I am you.
Listen, of course. I know.
Yes, your half-sister, and the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you, unfortunately.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself, because that means I'm to blame as well. And your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks, and your father, he's...
My brothers and
in their eyes, you were no more than a so
they tried to kill me many times.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions. Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this world, only...
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to. No, you found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death.
I don't remember that.
Here you go again, trying to deny your desires. Deep down inside.
See, this is more intimidating
Always wondered,
and creepy.
asking yourself why these evil people. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand. Dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our side. Boring.
Oh, wow. Whenever I see like boring written like that, I always expect the person to go like, boring. I guess this guy's not fine.
I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between. It's like a curse written into the Ravenlock family.
Don't forget.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood survival of the fittest. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape. You are destined to one day become someone like me.
Is that I won't. You won't become a so relax. Our so to admit it. Deep within your heart lies and I am that's
Lygon. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Sorry, buddy.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interest.
And what do you think I'm doing?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set to seek revenge. You plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the...
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Okay, now he doesn't sound like the old Lycon, which might be because of the whole illusion thing. He's trying to sound more sinister, but...
Enough.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me. I've been waiting for you.
It seems you've already grown accustomed.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am. We are, ultimately.
Then you should know when you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny, or because you realized that deep down, some people live only to bring more suffering.
For that.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. To slay the dragon, you must first become, you know the truth. If you hadn't hesitated, and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an... You can save more people.
I've spent countless hours in...
So why not submit to your truth?
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. For a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Maeve, I refuse to be dragged down by...
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic?
Is it supposed to be Jack like Jack-o'-lantern?
Otherwise, why would you hide the... Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted, but... You stay silent, and that's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. But remember, and we are children born. Come.
But you, and I'll never lose.
I mean, I appreciate the backstory, but goddamn. Oh! Hey, I get to use this character. And he's also ice. I already have a good ice character, so I'm not gonna care to get yours when in the X special attack or ultimate hits stun enemy. The totalized effect is triggered. This effect increases the skill's damage multiplier based on the enemy's remaining stun duration at the moment of activation. After triggering totalized, the enemy will immediately recover from stun. A certain amount of days will be inflicted based on the remaining stun duration. I wonder.
my third.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. It's about time. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
Trying to run, are we? You're just afraid to admit it. Pathetic. Beg for mercy. Wait. Trying to run. You're too scared to face your true self. Truly desire. I have you now! Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice. They're all part of me.
The point is not to attack. There it is. Or that might have just been the end of the fight, either way.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise from me, my dearest partner.
Man, that was a long interlude before we got to even an actual fight scene.
This is just like what I saw in my dream. I guess there are still some lingering side effects.
Alright, now we can talk.
Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
Hey chat, do you want me to talk about anything, or do you want this to be more of a silent let's play? You can tell me in the chat.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death. Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me?
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
You mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or say... I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this.
Just as I said before, perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people, yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird. All right, let's catch up later. I still have...
I thought you would rest up for...
As much as I would prefer that. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. Well then. Thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless...
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve them...
Very well. Let's go.
Hey, finally done with the past? With the flashback?
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too. I know where they are.
Man, if your thing wasn't ice, which is already so well covered by Miyabi, I would consider getting your character. And once again, there are no good either characters. Why are they always
like...
Those
are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
Thank goodness someone's there to save us. Thank you. You're welcome. So we go. Yeah, but the topic after we got here, something consuming minds. I wanted to leave. Then they said they took us, they tipped us off somewhere.
Bunch of nobodies.
swing is hell.
Kill them!
You're welcome to try.
Nope, nothing here.
More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
Like 2 more.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
Of course. He threw them into the hollow like offerings for the Exaltists. To him, those workers are just another resource, no different from the ether his company mines in the hollow.
There's more over there.
It's different this time. Don't. I still need more direct evidence to...
The compensation you promised. It's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. Sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions.
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment cost him
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long...
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company.
Don't worry, you'll get every... But before we start, you...
Bro, should we really be doing this?
These workers keep talking. We're waiting. The sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over.
What? You didn't say anything about...
Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of...
Exactly! You'll be working in the hollow for several hours. This is it. You have to take it before we continue. If you of course, you won't...
Lycon, what are you...
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's...
Now is not the right time.
And as I said many years ago...
So that's...
If that's not what you want me to think...
All right. It's a little complicated. Of course, it's your choice. But if you tried...
I trust you.
All right. Now we can go and beat them in...
Don't forget, you owe me. Also, don't overdo it and kill them.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
Hi, we're the ones here to stop you.
To reach your soul. Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team.
Freeze all evil!
Your legs? How are they feeling?
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight. The kneel before me. You had a lot more aggression.
I've merely learned to control myself. And to hunt. When I need to be aggressive. I will be.
Lyra!
Ah, damn it! Who the hell are you? Who did Ravenlock? Savor the name? It means exactly what I said. Sever your ties while you can.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born and...
You always have a choice. All right. Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't...
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always. Sir, I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
Okay, now can you tell me...
As you can see, the pills were swapped out with outside of this batch. Some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the...
I wanted to ask. The reason you besides getting evidence, it was also to...
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being... Then, I have one last question.
The truth is... Before he passed away in that small attic...
And he told me you might go down the wrong...
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? You know there's no way I'd allow... Besides...
Jack, he...
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything. If we're going to reminisce over the past... Lycon? That incident back then... It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him, and even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, even now, but I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. I know we may never agree. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered so I could own. As long as I know, I will never become like my father. Like...
You've changed. But I think...
Don't patronize. You've changed a lot, too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words. And I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right, but...
Should I say thank...
You're welcome. Come...
It was just an accident. I'm doing well now. On the contrary, perhaps I used to think you wanted power. That everything you did...
I am a god. Or you could say that in this world, there are many things that we are powerless to change. Just as I said before.
I'm glad.
Let's go. To witness the end.
Alright, now we're done with the flashback.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Thief? I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor.
Robin Hood.
I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird. Though I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who... I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle. You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too. And I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I've always been, so I don't hesitate to use you all as variable, but it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my... In any case, if... Lycon's taking care of everything outside. Also, wise. Thank you. And I, Hugo Vlad.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
Did you know about Hugo's plan to fake his death and...
I was simply playing along. After all, you are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I...
You still...
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share...
You two sure are... close?
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleeps, I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator. So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created.
Putting aside the sacrifice for now, Hartman's sacrifice core is fake. We don't know where the real...
The real core...
Here?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible...
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted...
How about our dear Proxy take... I'll take your surprise. I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed, since he fulfilled his promise to protect Viv...
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is...
Yes. And we need...
Hopefully with no options left.
All right. That's the important stuff. I'll contact you again once...
Oh man, this is a long story. I forgot how long they can get. Hey, hopefully this will be the final mission. And it'll just be things like the epilogue's epilogue.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
Yep.
Fool.
Don't run away. I say I'm running and I'm running and I'm running.
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first. Don't.
The wind is perfect today.
Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
You're not taking anything from here. Hugo, get the guards first.
You wait. Let's go.
Yep. Hi.
Oh, you just stepped into your own grave.
The truth is a beloved fairy tale.
Fools.
Understood.
Prostrate yourself before the abyss. Allow me to reap your I'll write the ending to your nightmare.
Where are you looking?
Out of my way! I'll take you.
Scram before I get angry.
This is power.
Truth is a beloved fairy tale.
Not worth my time.
In position.
Let the party begin. More of Landon's serum. Fortunately, since they're still here.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here. Our actions here won't go unnoticed.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating...
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what...
Very well. Let's go with your plan. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with complete... Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use...
Sure. I've been feeling way better these past few days.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are.
Yeah, but I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Wise and I would only ever work.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, Nikon?
Oh. Hi, new viewer. Sorry, I was in the middle of something. Welcome to the stream.
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
It's not about compensation. It's just... I'm still not used to us being separated in the Hollow. Oh, but I have no doubt in your abilities. I just haven't gotten used to it yet.
This is the future I saw. Lord Phaethon. I'm sorry. This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for.
I like her movesets, but I'm like, I wish there was.
Lord Phaethon.
I like her moveset. It's kind of nice to have a ether user who's not a simple, like, far range fighter like the three we've gotten so far and can actually
Lord
do
Phaethon,
some stuff up
there
close.
might be more serum here.
But even her main thing is to be a support to other characters. But you're just kind of like, damn.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises. Better not get my chest.
I guess it's nice that she will actually hit the opponents instead of like trying to peck at them from a distance.
By the Fisher.
I just wish that there was one where
There's got to
it's
be
just
something
like,
inside. Let's try opening them.
I just wish there was one ether character where it's like, my goal is to deal damage myself and not just do something to support my teammates. You know what I mean?
It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be—
Those people have been taken to safety. You're all—
They're just mere test subjects. So what if— There will always be people consumed by greed. And therefore, in any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition?
Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them.
Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows.
And you didn't even do that. You just said you're paying them for a job and then turned them into ethereal.
You once rejoiced at the hope Father— Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, and you. What have you basked in Father's attention and everyone's? Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only Do you really think in the end? You're just an ungrateful brat who brings. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. You say it's because of greed that people will. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. No. Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina? Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's every— Tina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish— No one deserves to be a sacrifice. Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me.
I'll be honest, we spent so long on Hugo, I forgot that this second half of this mission is more so your backstory.
I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before?
Lady Dina, I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope, and I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives, and I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not every—
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you.
I just— The point of no return. I passed that point ages ago.
I mean, she did. You have kind of like, apparently a whole bunch of points of no return in like some shipping crate right now.
No, Dina. You can still turn back.
Again, not really. She's killed like a lot of people. Oh, there was a spike somewhere, but I think that was before I got back.
I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll—
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Take out these ethereals first. Who dares get between me and we can't let Camille's efforts go to waste. Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon. They must be on the other side of the fissure.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian? You were the one who brought yourself to this point. You're saying this is all my fault? Losing my father, losing Camille.
Yeah. You fucked up.
I wish you had never come into my life. At first, when Father brought you home, there are so many Exaltists. Yet Father never allowed me to get to. But when Father brought you back, he told me to take. I was also so happy the first time you took my place, because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me, but soon.
That Landon.
I know, but Vivian, jealousy is something you can. Of course, the same. I was terrified that what I knew if that day ever came, Father, and when that day did come, I hated
Tina. You knew everything about what happened back then, so why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then?
Because it's the only thing that makes me more special. It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help, but in the end, you discovered you were being. Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, the only purpose I had was my father. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have. And in the end, you took even that from me. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small... But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world?
I never wanted to. You are also my first friend.
Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me...
Tina, you can start over. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in... Okay, Tina?
Vivian, I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you.
Oh my god.
I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful.
Fine, no pity.
I won't
turn into a hollow and I can kill you.
Vivian. I don't want to hate myself, so I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me. That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't. Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you.
Well, Camille's sacrifice was for nothing, by the way. Thanks for that.
I will also hate Camille, so I won't do as she wished and start a new life. Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never, you would be...
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere. She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell.
Really? That's what she turned into? She looks so much more interesting before.
The pain will be over. Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer!
It's terrible because she is not.
Notice me, Lord Phaethon. Where are you looking?
Vivian, behind you!
What happened? What the... Vivian!
Lies, don't come near me. This is my own choice. I will change the fate I saw.
Vivian!
I just want you to remember me when I looked my best.
Yeah, sure, I'm sure they'll write her out of the forest.
Careful. Vivian, your body.
I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
No. There's got to be another way.
It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
Vivian. No. It can't end like this.
There it is.
Wise, you're finally...
I'm at the store? I remember I was with Vivian.
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, bar a couple of scratches. Hugo sent me a message earlier saying he got... Do you remember what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the Ethereals. I can't describe exactly what happened. I saw something blurry, but... I just wanted to stop Vivian's corruption process. I don't know exactly what I did, but then I lost consciousness. What happened after that?
When I let Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying there on the ground. Let's put that aside for now.
I'm a bit dizzy.
Phew, that's good. You should rest for tonight. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we can discuss the details.
Okay. Sorry.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just... Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad...
Things were dire, and you did what you had to.
So what happened? Why said he... But I didn't see anything through Eos. Hugo? Lycon?
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor... Based on the results, but if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric... Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
I'm having a hard time believing that, even if it's coming from you, Lycon.
Master Proxy, this is a gift your teacher...
A gift from our teacher?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot However, Miss Yishen might be able to answer some... She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free. She has quite an eccentric personality.
Can I file a complaint about her with you if...
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person.
The way you said that just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most... Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone there is no time limit on this.
Unconditional,
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment. The city waste sorting and processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon's?
The mayor imagined you might. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees. But this matter requires mutual consent.
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon! Probably. At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. He hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide.
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and I guess...
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart, like Howl.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes...
Huh. You even know feng shui? That. But Who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, my name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
Mystic? Like those people in movies? This is my first time meeting one in real life. But what's Yunquei Summit?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
So, what sort of partnership?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by... If you are willing, I can teach you...
Better control my abilities. That sounds great.
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my... He's still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
Please, help me check my fortune! Here's my palm. Look, doesn't this thick wealth line mean I'm about to strike it rich?
I've looked it over.
Huh? You barely look...
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
I do. Thank you so much.
Next, it's my turn. Hey, wait, hey, quit cutting in line.
So this is where you were.
You're here, Wise? I decided to take a break. Don't worry. I need no more than a simple... Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session. All gone? Good. It seems the Banish Wealth and Desire spell is still effective.
Banish wealth and desire? This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our videos...
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the
Yishuan Shifu. The store is right up ahead. Seems it's closed.
Not necessarily.
Huh?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with. I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted.
What a strange private.
Just some things needed for our.
Really?
Rest assured, I'm not. Since we've already obtained what we. There will be plenty of time in the future.
Not worth it. What is a missing mutant? Well, I'll get back to you. Either way. We're done here. Mission complete. Stream's over. Have a good night, everyone.